Hold on, Omar got hit by a drive-by goon. What are you talking about? The hell? Smelly, what are you talking about? Wait, hang on, what? W lighting? Yeah, I changed up the lighting a little bit. Changed up the lighting. I got this lamp out of the closet and I changed that one over there. So, how we looking? Ooh. Ooh, how we looking? Ooh. Ooh, ooh. How we looking? Shalom, what's up? How's it going, Hawker? How's it going, boys? Hope you guys had a good day. Oh, I just had a big meal. Big meal. And I had a protein shake. But we're gonna power through. Looking slim. Is it the lighting? Is it the lighting? Huh? Is it the lighting? Oh, that's good, that's good. Ah. How's it going? Another day, another day. Dude, yesterday, man, look at Rerum. Was there a new update just now? I was just checking it like 20 minutes ago, so is there breaking? Oh, sprayed with an unknown substance. Hey, yo.
Secretary Kristi Noem must resign or face impeachment. I don't know.
Oh my God, he sprayed something on her.
I need a napkin to know nothing.
Was that you? Was that you, Smelly? You did that? You hit her with the goon spray? You hit her with the unknown. Yeah, looks. Yeah, we're on the looks maxing. We're light maxing right now too. The lighting is key. Before I was like ghoul maxing because I had like one. The light was like also like indirect. You know. Looks a little bit better. Looks a little bit better. Maybe I can. Maybe move that one over a little bit. What is it supposed to be like? What is it like? 3 o'clock and like 11 o'clock or something is supposed to be the rule. Something like that. Anyway. Yeah, oh, yeah, good job, Smelly. Patriot, you patriot. Dude, yesterday, man, I like sat down and like my brain just like stopped working. You know what it was? It's like, you know when like you're on like the early stages of getting a cold and you get that like, what do you call it? Like a head cold? That sounds fake, but like it felt like my head was in like a fishbowl, you know? I swear, as soon as I sat down, like 5 minutes into the stream, I'm like, what's going on? What is going on? But drank some orange juice, got some vitamin C, went to bed. Had to re-up on methylene blue. Yeah, I gotta inject the methylene blue. Gotta get on the stack. Maybe it's time to start. Let's hop on a quick little trenbolone sandwiches. You know, fuck it. Let's just start doing steroids for content. Fuck it, that'd be funny, right? You start roiding up. Anyway, the thing I wanted to talk about today. Now I'm sitting around and I'm like, man, I really kind of don't want to talk about Minnesota. It's kind of boring, honestly. What's up, Hippo? How's it going, dog? And I was talking to my dad, and he brought up this article he saw initially from Revolver, but it was quoting a article from the New York Post. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This was the one to the radar, no pun intended. But the title is Despite Trump's efforts, airline DEI programs are still risking people's lives. And I know it's like it's been an ongoing like meme now where whenever you like board a flight, you check the pilots for your own security. It's like, oh, okay, we got at least one middle-aged white guy in the cockpit. We're good. We're good. But there's real data. There is real data. There's real data that backs up this argument that women just can't fly. They can't drive. They also can't fly. Surprise, surprise. Track your progress from loser incel to Chad choice. Okay, well, I was never a loser incel. Maybe you were a loser, never me. That's crazy. High doses of Tren and Silver can turn you into Blue Hulk. Someone will do it, just wait. I remember that article of that guy that was taking a bunch of colloidal blue, silver and literally turned into a Smurf. Can I find it? Dude, my keyboard is too sensitive. From Silver. AI, do your... Yeah, here he is. Papa Smurf. He died? Damn, I thought he would live forever. What was the point of taking all that silver? Anyway, that's a little side note. What's up, SSB? How's it going, dog? For clicks, Mellow, for clicks. Oh, you're right. How I turned from a disgusting, rizless, unfuckable incel chud to a total Aryan toy cell Chad. Imagine. Yeah, the guy that turned blue. Anyway. So I thought this was pretty interesting. And, you know, to give us a bit of a reprieve from what's going on in Minnesota. Because honestly, like, at this point, dude, like, who gives a shit? It's like, it's just like more of the same, more Trump L's, more, you know, side note, like I was watching a little Asmongold today, as I like to do from time to time. I like to see where the normies are. And the way he framed it was, you know, the fact that it seems like now that Tim Walz, Jacob Frey, and Trump are in some way, and of course Jacob Frey came out and, you know, like a few hours ago and said, no, he's still not going to cooperate with federal immigration law, right? But the way Asman said, because last night the Minnesota police turned on a lot of these protesters and started arresting people and shutting it down, he said that now that it seems like there's some level of cooperation, that this is somehow a win for Trump. That this is a good thing because it lowers the tensions, it simmers things down. But here's the problem. Trump, as the president, as the head of the executive branch, he has all the cards, all of the power. So really, the fact that there was like this seemingly amicable agreement between the two leaders, it's like that's not how the power dynamic works. Like, that just makes Trump look like a bitch because he's capitulating. He's meeting these dissidents, these insurrectionists halfway, when it's like, what kind of message does that send? What kind of message does that send to these like deranged libtards that are going out in the streets protesting, attacking ICE officers? The message that's being sent is you can go and do that. You can disobey the federal supreme law of the land. You can attack ICE agents and you'll be rewarded for it. You'll get your way. The regime will capitulate to your demands. How this could be framed as a win is like total mental gymnastics. It's weakness. It's giving weakness, and it's only going to embolden these libtards even more. So, no, it's not actually a win. A win would be like you send in the fucking military and you arrest Tim Walz for putting on this charade to begin with. The idea that he's going to walk free is ridiculous. Let alone the fact that all of this fraud has been happening in his state under his watch. That's like, we're not even, that's like, we're just talking about what's happened in the last couple of weeks with this, you know, blatant disregard for federal authority. So no, I don't see it as a win. I see it as capitulation. I see it as weakness. And you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. That's a positive feedback loop. You've demonstrated that these people can just not listen to you and attack federal agents and they'll be rewarded for it. Great. That's a great message. Still no arrests for fraud. Yeah, it's just fucking embarrassing. Oh, people are being investigated. There's no way a bunch of Somalians did this without help. A bunch of like 78 IQ Somalians. I don't believe that. Corporal General Blueberry's DMs have been blowing up. Yeah, Groiper General Blueberry. Anyway, so that's really all I wanted to say on Minnesota. Dude, did you guys watch Nick's show last night? I find it so funny. It's like, he was pretty charged. He was pretty heated. He was on the money. And I will say, I'm going to glaze myself a little bit, pause, but I you know, it is vindicating when I have a take and then like Nick goes on his show and his take is like very similar to mine. I do sometimes feel, yes, you know, it's like America first before America first. That's what it feels like sometimes. You know, I'm on the same wavelength, which is vindicating. W show was it was great. I didn't make it the super chat segment because, you know, I was not feeling well. So I'll have to catch up on that. But yeah, it was a great show. But what I wanted to say is I think it's funny how a little bit of Red Bull changes a man. Because I remember on Joel Webben asks him like point blank, you know, what do you think about the death penalty? He's like, well, I don't think we should do it. You know, if we have the capacity to, you know, to not, you know, kill people, then we should explore other options. You know, we've built up our society in such, I'm paraphrasing, but we built up our society in such a way where there are alternatives to killing people, where we can really give people the chance to, you know, be rehabilitated. He gets a little bit of Red Bull in his system last night. Death penalty, kill them. Kill these fucking libtards. Kill these people. They're killing our country. They're killing us. I'm like, supreme leader. What a little bit of Red Bull, what a little bit of White Monster does to a guy. I just thought that was funny. He said he was a little more aggro. You know, the working out is buffing up his testosterone. A little bit of caffeine, a little bit of testosterone. He's just like fucking rage mode. Rage mode. I thought that was so funny. Can you imagine if like Clav puts him on like a like steroid cycle? I know people have joked about this, but imagine the super chat segments, dude. He'd be putting fucking holes in his set. Those wood panels would be busted at the end of the week. They would be shattered, the whole set. That would be pretty keck though, if like Nick became like an absolute beast, you know, a physical beast. I'm such a physical beast right now. If Hitler came to me and said, I need you to be in charge of this Panzer platoon, I don't know what to do. The Fuhrer needs me? The Fuhrer needs me? Okay, Hitler, I'll do it. I'll go to bat for you. I'm Hitler's top guy. Anyway, we're just riffing now. That was one of his better shows. Yeah, it was. It was charged, man. It was charged. And, you know, and does that not like perfectly encapsulate how everybody is feeling about this whole ordeal? I know I was getting like visibly pissed off. I was getting like, I'm sure you guys have probably, I was visibly agitated because it is like, and I'm just like, you know, I'll rant to people I know IRL and stuff. And it's like talk about spiking my cortisol, but it was spiking my fucking cortisol watching all of this happen because it's like just so blatantly wrong. It's so in your face. Like, we are getting raped right now. Our country is getting raped by the worst people you can imagine, and nothing is being done about it. So that was like, you know, hey, you know, no Fed posting, but it's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? It's like the frustration is, and it's, you know, Nick is totally right. He's a moderate. He's a moderate. There are people out there that want far more extreme measures, you know? But dude, fuck, man. It is like so frustrating watching this whole thing happen. Yeah, General Mello, yeah. You have a take, post it here, then Mello has a similar take, followed by Nick. Yeah, it's M-Goat is the thought leader. And the most base person in existence. Let's go. Still waiting for Nick to bring up nuggies. Nuggies? With like chicken nuggies? Yeah, when the Red Bull hits. Real. So real. Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull gives you roid rage. Red Bull gives you The Aryan spirit. Yeah, we're all ascending. Red Bull ascends you. Go super chat Nick and ask about it. Isn't that it's that popular? I thought you started the movement. What are we talking about? Nuggies? What are we talking about, nuggies? What are nuggies? Are we talking about chicken nuggies? Or is that something specific? Help me out here. Anyway. So yeah, that was like... It's always a little cathartic, you know? But... Anyway. So... I guess... I gotta do my shilling. Before we get started, don't forget to smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification to know when I go live. Follow all the socials in the description. Follow me on Twitter. Smelly's been... Yeah, I know he's got noties on. So that's good. Follow me on, like, you know, the other streaming platforms in case I get banned on any of them, which is possible. You never know. Although I think we keep it pretty clean here. Yeah, what else? Oh, and leave a comment. Doesn't matter what the comment is for the algo. Anyway. So what I wanted to talk about today, what caught my interest was, and I'll just go ahead and read through it, was this guy that went ahead and parsed a lot of the crash data from since 2000 in these plane crashes and found a very interesting trend. By the Mellows Weinstein quarter zip. Yeah, we're rehabilitating Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein, if you can hear us, please get these ugly bitches off the silver screen. Please. Harvey Weinstein, if you can hear us, please get these ugly foids off of the silver screen. Get them out of my movies, out of my shows. Please. He's a victim. He was a victim of female opportunism. They took advantage of him. He was just happy-go-lucky little Jewish pervert that was taken advantage of by all these super hot and sexy actresses. Not his fault. Yeah, Candace trying to rehabilitate our favorite Hollywood pervert. Maybe she was onto something. It's a rare Candace W. Dude, speaking of Candace. Okay. I know we're already derailing ourselves here, but we have to talk about this. Okay, I gotta like change my keyboard settings. It is way too sensitive. Speaking of Candace, I'm sure you guys have seen... Actually, I think I bookmarked it. And of course my browser dies again. I will read this out loud to you guys. Okay. Back online after internet blackout, I grew up in Connecticut and have truly never seen an ice like this ever. The temperature is 30 degrees, but the ice on our treetops is not melting at all. Never seen anything like this. Anybody else? I will take a video to show you guys what I mean, but it's almost like dry ice. And it's taking out an absurd amount of trees. Again, 30 degrees and none of the ice is dripping from the trees. What is wrong with this statement here? Can anybody tell me? The class. Let me ask the class. What is wrong with this? What is wrong with this image? What is wrong with this story that Candace is telling here? Anybody? Back of the class. Anybody? Can anybody tell me what's wrong with this? 30 degrees, but the ice on the treetops is not melting at all. What's going on? Anybody? Anybody? Chat. What are we thinking? What's going on here? I can't quite put my finger on it. I can't quite. Oh, luckily somebody put a very handy note. Very handy note. Chocolate Queen energy. Somebody put a community note on this. The freezing point of water is 32 degrees Fahrenheit. At 30 degrees Fahrenheit, ice will not melt as it remains below that threshold. In sub-freezing temps, sunlight can cause sublimation, turning ice directly into gas, but this requires low humidity and enough radiant heat. Ice can also reflect sunlight. Oh, right, because at atmospheric pressure, the freezing point is 32 degrees. So if it's 30 degrees, then you're below freezing. So that must mean that ice is not gonna melt. I'm so glad there are PhD level engineers and scientists on X to help clarify the record. That makes me feel so glad that all of X came together just to crack this code, crack the nut here. Now she was obviously using Celsius, of course Celsius, because 30 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius. What? Oh, that's so much better. Yeah. Oh, right. All right. Oh, wait a second. But that would mean Celsius freezing point is 0. So that would mean that she's actually further from the freezing point if it were in Celsius. Maybe she was in Kelvin. Maybe she was operating in Kelvin. And we were actually operating at near absolute 0 temperatures, at which point she would probably immediately die as soon as she steps outside. Maybe that's what it was. Guys. The queen into a Muppet. You're in California, so I had to ask AI. We don't have these inland port problems. Brother. I don't even know what to make of this. Like, this has to be rage bait, right? Nobody's this retarded, surely. Nobody's this retarded that has, like, one of the biggest podcasts in the world, right? That people take seriously. Xi Jinping, if you can hear us, please send this bitch back to a re-education camp to teach her first grade science. Xi Jinping, if you can hear us, please save us. Brother. I don't know. Is this rage bait? Or is she just that dumb? I don't know. It's scary. It's actually scary. Oof. And then what is she gonna say if it is rage bait? Joke's on you guys. I was merely pretending to be retarded. I'm not actually, you all fell for it. Well, you got us, Candace. You got us all believing that you're retarded. Congratulations, you convinced us. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way. And then, of course, dude, I saw, like... Hang on, I gotta find this comment. I was scrolling through some of the comments. You get people like this. It's all fake, Candace. We saw real snowflakes for the first time yesterday. Actual flakes with geometric shapes. Here's a picture of the system they use. It's called Satan. Stratospheric aerosol transport and nucleation. Bro. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please deploy the Goy beams. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please. Yes, the government is deploying their technology called Satan, so it snows in your neighborhood a little bit more. Dude. I'm joining Team Shalom, man. This is unreal, man. Fuck, dude. The Goy have gone insane. The Goy are out of control. Holy shit. Please go back to the Candace Muppet. Oh, you like that? Dude, it's like every time you can't get away from this bitch. Like, it's actually every day, like every other day, she says something like so profoundly stupid. It just derails everything on this stream. I was all ready to talk about this story. And then I remembered something Candace said. And I'm like, we got to talk about that real quick because I just like, I don't even know. I don't even know how this is possible. How somebody this, look, pick your poison. Either outcome is bad. Somebody this stupid has a platform this big, or somebody that is this not serious, this unserious. It's a one big troll. Well, we can't even tell. So what does that say? What does that say about your rapport? Yeah. I know there were, I knew there was printer making these perfectly geometrical snowflakes. Yeah, they're all the snowflakes are 3D printed in a government lab. They're all 3D printed in a government lab, and then they blast them into the atmosphere. And Trump 2028. Nah, dude, Trump sucks, man. Trump's a pussy. L Trump. We need. Can I say that? I don't think I can say that. We just need somebody way better than Trump. Trump is cooked. Trump is cooked. Sims will always be simping for Candace. They got the jungle fever. Sound the jungle drums. I'm going in. That's crazy. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that real quick. Say it. No. No, we can't. We gotta respect the TOS. You guys are bringing the worst out of me. Anyway, so this is what I wanted to talk about. Can we finally get into the article here? You guys are derailing me. It's your fault. I'll just read through this first. 3 million Americans will board a plane today assuming the pilot earned that seat through merit. They shouldn't. For decades, geez, what am I, Candace? For decades, airlines have subordinated safety to diversity quotas. President Donald Trump rightly recognized this danger early on. There's a hole in there. Early on, he ordered the Federal Aviation Administration and Department of Transportation to rescind all DEI initiatives and return to merit-based hiring and promotions. But the FAA can and must do more. Federal law makes it illegal to run an airline, quote, without an air carrier operating certificate, end quote. These certificates must, quote, contain terms necessary to ensure safety, end quote, and can be revoked if, quote, the public interest, end quote, requires it. So the government has leverage and the stakes are sky high. I analyzed every U.S. commercial flight crash with onboard fatalities attributed to pilot error since 2000. Women and minorities represent less than 10% of pilots, yet were factors in 4 out of 8 crashes, 50%. The sample size is small, but precisely because crashes are so rare, the few times they occur, it's important to scrutinize who is at the controls. Under DEI's guiding principle of relying on statistical disparities, it's certainly enough to raise questions. It's not that women and minorities are inherently unable to fly planes, but in practice, pressure for affirmative action too often leads airlines to lower their standards to meet quotas. Today, major carriers persist in aggressive diversity hiring. Delta CLO Peter Carter declared in January 2025 that the airline is steadfast in its DEI commitments, calling them critical to our business. United's Training Academy maintains its goal of ensuring 50% of graduates are women or minorities. Southwest still pledges to, quote, recruit, hire, and retain a diverse and inclusive workforce, end quote. American agreed not to impose illegal quotas, but that leaves plenty of wiggle room. The need for action is urgent. The FAA should condition operating certificates on merit-only hiring and verify compliance. So I'll pause here. Oh, George says I'm a ladyboy. Unless you can prove it on stream right now, stand up. Yeah, let me add a cock cam to the stream so you guys can see. You guys can get updates on boner status in real time. Yeah, well, if we hit the sub goal, if we hit the donation goal, I'm adding the cock cam. I like to watching the cannabis orbiters like Valhalla, VFT, Ian Carroll, and Leonel Nation to see them cope. I haven't even been following them, man. I can't. I probably couldn't handle it. TBH, I don't want to fly anymore. That's why I'm buying a diesel. Oh, all right. Oh, that's pretty based. So you're saying more white people cause crashes, choose more? Yeah, true. Streamer, would you lay pipe to with Candace? I would have to. It's my patriotic duty. The veins, yeah, vein sensor. Yeah, real time heartbeat update as well, so you can see with the timer and all. We're speed running, getting a boner. You know. Anyway, so 1050 is like the new 13. What is it? 1360. What is it even up to? 1350, 1360, and 50. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's like, and I said this at the top of the stream. It's like, dude, when I get on a plane, it's like I check the pilots. I'm like, okay, one middle-aged white guy, we're good. You know, I was on a flight with a female captain. I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, oh shit. But there was a male co-pilot. I'm like, okay, well, thankfully there's 50% of the cockpit is occupied by a man. So that's made me feel a little bit better. Load weight tracking software, stroke force indicator. We need a vector. We need a vector calculator for, you know, we need boner strength and okay, we're off the rails here now. We're just going off the rails. Look, I know this is like we've been in the space. You've been against DEI for a while now, but dude, it's like literally, in some cases, life or death. Remember, like, what was it, 2 years ago, a year ago? That one helicopter crash. This woman was piloting this Black Hawk helicopter, and they crashed in Virginia over the. I want to say it was over the Potomac. You remember that? Crazy. Side comment, a 2015 report by the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston famously found that the median net worth for US-born households in the greater Boston area was only $8. Am I reading that right? $8? 8. Like one digit. We're not talking 80,000, 800,000. Shit, not even 800, $8. That's like it. That's crazy. That's crazy. $8 compared to nearly $250,000 for white households. Shit. Damn, bro. 8. I'm gonna look that up. That sounds $8. 8, bro. Dude, that's like, imagine your net worth is a Happy Meal. Your entire net worth is a fucking Happy Meal. Like 5-piece chicken tenders with fries, but no drink. That's your net worth. At least it's positive. Yeah, man. More after school programs, right? 8. I guess it could be worse. Yeah, I guess it could be worse. You're right, it is positive. We got to look at the positive. I would expect them to be underwater. Yeah, debt just in massive amounts of like credit card debt. Well, you know, it's something like the contribution. Man, we're leading. we're going heavy in the racism segment. But the contribution of like the average Black American, average, we're talking averages, into the system is something like negative $900,000 over their lifetime. Shit, man. The ghettos are not gonna fix themselves, man. Yeah, we're just handing out red meat, though. That's what we're doing today. We're just gonna hand out red meat. It does sometimes. It does feel bad because, like, you know, it is kind of polemical, and you know, not to be gay about it, but it does feel like you're punching down. But dude, it's like there are numbers to back it. You know, this is statistical racism. Like, the numbers are backing it up. You know. Anyway. Oh man, bro, it's just like, what do you do with all of these unproductive people? Gotta find a way to make them productive. Shit. It really does suck if you're like Ben Carson, or if you're like a really smart and successful Black man. You know, because it is like often the most, oftentimes it is like the successful Black men that rail against like, you know, the ghetto, the ghetto trash in America the hardest, because white people are a little too cocked for that. But yeah, man, that is an economic black hole. It adds to the other stats. Yeah, dude. Anyway, let me keep reading this article. Carriers that resist will find litigation works against them. Discovery will expose how extensively DEI has lowered standards. Exhibit A, the 2019 Atlas air crash. The National Transportation Safety Board determined the cause to be the inappropriate response by the first officer, Conrad Aska, a Black pilot at the controls. Well. A Czech airman, an experienced pilot who oversees quality and safety, described his piloting performance as among the worst he had ever seen. When faced with an unexpected situation in the simulator, Aska would get extremely flustered and could not respond appropriately. NTSB found Aska panicked after accidentally initiating a go-around procedure and flew the plane into the ground. Atlas remains unrepentant. Its website declares, equity and inclusion are deeply woven into our operations. Most diversity disasters leave far from complete paper trails. Training failures happen behind closed doors. Near misses can go unreported. Crashes can be blamed on mechanical failure, understaffing, or other politically acceptable causes. The cover playbook was written in 1994 when Lieutenant Cara Hultgreen, the Navy's first female F-14 pilot, crashed and died. First female F-14 pilot and first female F-14 casualty. That's what a coincidence. Officials declared it a gender-neutral accident, citing engine failure. Her training commander insisted, "We have one standard and everyone has to meet that." These were lies. A whistleblower leaked the true records 5 months later. Pilot error. Hultgreen had 4 downs. Safety violations that would have washed out any male pilot. Instead, she received extra training, specialized one-on-one tutoring, and a series of special concessions not normally afforded to other pilots. Lowered standards were a key factor in her death. That playbook is still in use. Every official explanation now deserves skepticism. December 2022. A United 777 departing Maui plunged toward the Pacific, pulling up just 750 feet from the water. The NTSB blamed pilot error. The pilot's name never released. Curious. February 2025. A Delta Connection plane flipped upside down. on a Toronto runway with a female first officer at the controls. How the fuck do you do that? Delta claimed her experience exceeded requirements. How do you do that? How does this fucking happen? You know, when you think about it, the plane starts like this. How do you get the plane to go like this, you know? That takes like... Wow, look at that. See, we laugh and we joke, but this is the cost. This is the cost of playing into these delusions. Hundreds of millions of dollars in damage and lives lost. So, yeah, Toronto. The pilot forgot to tip up when landing. You know, in my many hours playing Battlefield and flying jets in that game, that's something I learned just kind of intuitively. You know, you gotta like not crash into the fucking ground. It's kind of hard to miss. Big. It's you know, it's always in the same direction. You can literally feel where the ground is. Crazy. She got lucky too. That could have been way worse. Yeah, could have been way worse. It was racism that caused the rockets to fail. Yeah. Perhaps evangelism will aid in making more productive. Perhaps. I think proper policing too would help. Because there are jobs that, you know, people can do. You know, we talk about helping people in the ghetto. Step one is you gotta like get all the violent criminals out, all the gang violence, and just police fucking ghetto and throw these people in jail forever that are committing these crimes. That's what's so crazy. Like, you know, these like black communities they cry whenever like police arrest, you know, one of these youths that committed a crime. It's always the same excuses. He was turning his life around. He was on the honor roll, all this, that. But it's like, dude, you guys are the number one victim. Like, black people are the number one victims of black crime. So it's got to, dude, being like a self-aware, intelligent black guy has to be like the worst fucking thing. Because you just see like the total like nincompoopery going on. And it's just like, guys. And it gives you a bad rap. I do. I feel bad for like the upstanding, intelligent black people. Like I'm not, this might come as a shock, but I'm not like a hateful person. I don't like inherently hate anybody. Like the thing that I find, you know, like the biggest problem with these black communities is not that they're black. It's the behavior. If black people were, you know, upstanding, productive, polite, not impulsive, intelligent, etc., you know, this problem wouldn't exist, you know, and we would have nothing but nice things to say. So it really just comes from a place of tough love, you know. I love everybody, and I'm just being honest here. But it is like, yeah, dude, when we play into these delusions and we lower standards because we want to make a point, we want to, you know, we're engaging in political activism, we want there to be more women or like minority pilots to like reinforce this narrative, this liberal narrative. It's like people literally die. So, like, enough of this. But anyway, the truth, she had just 1,422 hours, just below the FAA's 1,500 hour standard, but permissible under a special exception. Delta's statement masked that she had been allowed in the cockpit under a lower standard. Colgan Air, Buffalo, 2009. The male captain stalled the aircraft, but the female first officer, who never flown in icy conditions, made it worse. She inappropriately retracted the flap, cited the NTSB as a cause of the crash, which killed 50. Washington, D.C., a female helicopter pilot ignored repeated air traffic control instructions and collided with an American Airlines jet, killing 67. Yeah, I remember that. I remember watching that report as it happened. Crazy. She was in the Air Force too. I don't know about the air. Well, she was in the military. I don't know. It was a Black Hawk, I believe. Crazy. Officials emphasize communication failures and airspace complexity, not the pilot who failed to follow directions. You know, and it's like, it's not like the routes that these planes take changes minute by minute. It's very predictable. It's procedure. So you know where the planes are going to take off and land from. It's not that complicated. Crashes remain rare because aviation technology is exceptional. Airlines assume good software will save subpar DEI pilots. But DEI has infected the entire supply chain. As DEI hires replace engineers who built these systems, the last safety valve will disappear. Airlines have a moral duty to put passenger safety first. Since they lack the courage, the administration needs a strong enforcer to impose merit first hiring before the next crash. Yeah. So that just sums it up, man. And like, we are experiencing this competency crisis. It's like, and people who say it doesn't affect you personally, it's like, dude, it literally does. It literally does. When you're flying a plane, more things are delayed. Here's a good example. Everyone's complaining about how Microsoft, how Windows is running noticeably worse. Noticeably worse even compared to like the previous iteration, like Windows 10. And how a lot of basic functions take a lot longer. Search functions, queries, you know, a number of like registry editor kind of stuff. It's all slower. It's much less efficient. And that's on top of like all of the extra, you know, like data collection and intrusive elements they've added to the software. So like DEI really does affect you personally every single day. So yeah, like if we did away with DEI and it were strictly based on merit, you would see a lot of white people running these institutions. A lot of white pilots, white engineers, and Asians too. Asians are also high IQ, but they're still a minority, so it would be overwhelmingly white. And you can complain about that, but you know what? At least your fucking plane is far less likely to crash, fall out of the sky. So, and that's like, that's the truth behind like, you know, the crux of like liberalism and this like egalitarian worldview, blank slateism. It's like there are differences between the population and IQ. It is what it is. You know, you're not gonna change that. You're certainly not gonna change that anytime soon. It is a reality of the world that we live in. So let's stop the cap and let's stop all these DEI initiatives. We need a new platinum plan. We empty our prisons into a new country in Africa. Look, here's the thing. It's like, we have the technology, we have the means, shit, we have the money. Step one, before we talk about what do we do with like a lot of these prisoners, we just need to first get them off the fucking streets. Okay? All these like these violent criminals, just get them off the streets, man. And we can't be held hostage to like, you know, the crying black mother or whatever that's gonna go on and all of these like race hustlers that are hustling off of the black grievance, talking about how white supremacy is causing this. We need more after school. We need more money given to black people. That will solve the problems, when clearly it hasn't solved the problems. Just throw people in prison. It's not complicated stuff. Just throw people in prison that commit crimes. There you go. There you go. Anyway, Asians are 4 billion, be specific. I'm talking about in the West. I'm talking about the West, they're not a minority in the world, but here in our countries, because that's, you know, the context, MGO. The context of this story is that it's happening here in America. and more broadly the West, where Asians are a minority. Anyway, so I thought I would share that story with you guys. So it seems like 1050 is the new 1350. It's just like, let's just like not be, you know, emotional and like so like feminine about this issue, man. It's just a matter of fact. We gotta cut the fucking DEI, man. We're all suffering. We're all victims of it at the end of the day. So, anywho, I wonder what the liquid was that Ilhan Omar got sprayed with. It looks like piss, doesn't it? What do you think? What do you guys think that liquid is? Looks like piss, doesn't it? Yeah. That's kick. Hand sanitizer. Please deport this bitch, man. Unreal. Unreal. Anyway. Cat cow urine. Shit.
I literally told you.
$25. Have you taught your disciple Clavicular not to go up to dangerous black people and calling them the N-word all the time? Also collab with Destiny again. Much of his streams will just be him milking your stuff and agreeing with what you're saying. He gained knowledge. Maybe give him another chance. No harm in that, right?
Okay, very funny. No, I don't want to concern troll Clav. I don't, you know. Look, he is a what do you want to say? He's a real risk taker. I'll say that much. I mean, he's committed. He's willing to do whatever it takes. He's shocking, he's edgy, he's reckless. It all makes for good content. I do think he should be more careful though. He should be more careful because he's got a lot of eyes on him. A lot of people want to knock him down a peg. And when you get really successful really quickly, it's easy to have a lot of pride. And they always say pride goes before the fall. And I don't say that. Listen, I really wish him the best. I love his success.
I remember listening to this. And I was actually thinking about this last night. You know, it does feel, I don't know. I just, there's a vibe. I can't shake this feeling that like something bad is about to happen, you know, in Clav's career. Because he does have a lot of, I guess enemies. But especially now that people see him as like a political force, whether and he really resents that, but it's true. He was on Michael Knowles and Michael really pushed him into politics, and, you know, Clav collabs with Nico and the Tates and Nick, who are all political people. You know, he's kind of been thrust into this sphere. So there's a very big target on his back. And, you know, I watch his streams and, you know, he's out there partying and he's in public and stuff. But, you know, the drugs and stuff, man, like, I feel like that is like such an easy vector of attack for somebody to take you down. And I know I don't want to concern troll either, but it is like, I can't shake this feeling like he's flying close to the sun. And look, to be fair, it's like we've seen this play out before. We've seen a lot of like influencers, they blow up and they have, and they didn't have the political baggage. They didn't have this political target on their back. And then something gets taken too far. It could be a drug case, or it could be, you know, an accusation from one of these hoes he's fucking with. Spiteful ex, who knows? Either way, it's like, I can't shake this feeling of deja vu. And you know, I wish him the best, but I just have this bad feeling like they're gonna really something's gonna happen. They're gonna come after him. He'll get banned or whatever off of one of these platforms, and that's kind of the end of his career. You know, it's true. So it says foul spelling liquid. Yeah, I was probably pissed. What ethnicity do you think he is? The guy, I don't know. I mean, let's take a look at him. I'll let you guys take your bets. It looks like piss. Sorry, it's late. I was in the middle of Clash Royale match. I hope you won. Don't want to talk to a loser. And running people over, yeah, and running people over, it like really feels like he got lucky. Any other state, he would be cooked. He would be fucking cooked, and Pick would be forced to like ban him from the platform. He's very lucky it happened in Florida. Like, it's funny, we can laugh about it, but you know, the concern is, you know, how many times can you keep sort of getting lucky, you know? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, we don't want to lose him. Yeah. Blow up. Careful how you use that term. True. That's against the TTS. Oh, my bad. I shouldn't say blow up. He's very successful. But anyway, I don't know, man. We know how people play. You know, he's got enemies. He's got enemies from the incels and the, you know, the chud. I shouldn't say incels. The chuds. The chuds hate him. Jews are not too happy with him after the club accost. Feminists are not going to like him. There a lot of JD Vance's crew have a reason to take him out. You know, because he really kind of destroyed JD's favorability among young men. Like, he did a number on that just by calling him a gross, disgusting subhuman, which he is, which JD Vance is. So, I don't know. I don't want to I agree. I don't want to concern Troll. He's going to do whatever he's going to do. You know, he didn't get to where he is by playing it safe. But, you know, it would suck if we wake up one day and we have yet another martyr on our hands, you know? But it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ones hate him, twos loathe him, threes despise him. Yeah, the sub fives are not happy. And they're all coping. Well, you could personality max. You could status max. It's like, okay. Don't you love that? Do the HUDs love him? I think they do. Peter Thiel has his eyes on Clav. They might be his only... Yeah, he might have to take that trip to the Thiel plantation. You know, to the next Peter Thiel, whatever, cocktail party. He might have to enter the patronage network. He might not have a choice. It's either that or he like gets put into like an AI Palantir blender, you know? These, you know, AI is, you know, Palantir assisted, like Palmer Lucky Anduril bots are gonna come and take out Clav. So what if Clav moves his way up to Thiel's BF, then takes over the company? Imagine he just shows up and mogs everybody. Oh shit, that guy's handsome. Get him a job. He's tall and handsome. We have a position right over here. Your reservation is right here, sir, right here. I didn't make a reservation. That's okay.
Have to do a joint birthday party. Like one day apart.
We have to because I can't afford to have a fun birthday party.
I think yacht and then live.
You know what I think we should do? I think we should have your father pay for it all. Okay? How about that? Is that
Wait,
a better
but
idea?
you
Are we
really
splitting
said,
it?
Well,
No?
where is this gonna
No,
be?
I
Because you
didn't
said
think
it was
so.
like gonna be in Delray at your.
Yeah, we should do that.
I thought you had a lot of money.
I'm confused why you have to pay for it.
No, you mean 75K a stream.
Okay, listen. So it's not even your birthday. I thought you had a lot of money. It's not even your birthday. I
Well,
thought you were-
I will be participating.
You'll
as
be,
best friend.
oh my god, guys, she'll be participating. Oh, I didn't know. I have to not only fund the birthday random girl, but I have to fund all of her friends.
Why are you calling Michelle a random girl?
Yeah.
She is a random girl.
We don't have to. We can do whatever.
You know what I think we should do?
Okay.
I think we should do something that's free. No money spent. How would you like that?
Well, you said it's gonna be at your house.
Alright, well anyway guys, it was good talking to you. So we'll do the birthday celebration. Let's go. You see, girls, no matter what you have, there's always wanting more. Okay, free yacht, free booze, free everything. Can the chat donate some? It's like, God
I thought you had money. I'm entitled to your money. I'm entitled to your money.
And I said, how about we do a free birthday celebration? I think you had money. It's like, bro, I swear. That's why, you know, once you get a girlfriend, don't get content and don't start getting fat. Stay in the best shape of your life, or else that bitch will fucking...
Even if you are in the best shape of your life, bro, your girl can still leave you.
True. Learn from Tom Brady, man. That's a fucking horror story, bro. You could be Tom Brady. Like, I don't know what I would rate Tom Brady's face card or whatever, but you know, he's a good looking enough guy. He's tall. He's very fit. He's a household name. So he's status maxed. He's wealth maxed. He's worth like $500 million or whatever. And your wife can still cheat on you with her personal trainer. And one of your kids just, for some reason, just doesn't really look like you at all. Can you fucking imagine, bro? You gotta always be on point. You've got to be focused. And here's a big piece of, there's another thing I wanted to react to today real quick. Tom Brady is such a good guy IRL. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit of a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be, here's the thing. People take advantage of good guys, and I'm not saying don't be a good guy, but you gotta be smart. Here's a good example. Dude, why does my browser keep freezing? It's only when I'm live, man. There's something. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. Where is it actually? I thought I bookmarked it. Fuck, did I not bookmark it? Well, I'll just describe it. So it was like somebody super chatted into Nick's show, and wait, maybe I did Did I bookmark it? Maybe I just didn't filter it. No, I guess I didn't. Anyway. Well, somebody super chatted into Nick's show and he's like, Nick, what do I do? And like, my girlfriend left me for my best friend. And Nick said like, yeah, maybe you should, you know, maybe you're the problem. Maybe like, you know, here's the thing. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about, so I don't have to describe it in great detail. If like your girlfriend cheats on you or like leaves you for your best friend, you are also responsible for that. Because you surrounded yourself with not just one, but two disloyal people. Okay? You've got to get smart, and you really have to do your best to like clock people's personality, whether they're real or not. And try to like cut out people or keep them at a distance to people that are not loyal. Loyalty is the most important thing. It's bad enough if you have like a disloyal woman, but having a disloyal best friend that's like gonna pipe down your ex, that, bro, that just says it all, doesn't it? So like, do not surround yourself with people like that, dude. Do the best that you can. So not every like woman is gonna be like Tom Brady's wife, just like a total disgusting shameless whore, of course, but you always have to be careful of that. And so you cannot really get complacent. So Tom is a jock rich and a Chad. Yeah, and his wife like had an affair with her personal trainer. Here, let's just look at his family. Oh, did I keep I think it's this one. It could be luck of the draw, man. I don't know, man, but it's a little suspicious. It's a little suspicious. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a little suspicious. There are also men, family, there are also men, friends, family, coworkers who will go after your woman. Yeah, dude, like, you just have to, like, cut those people out, straight up. Yeah. You do. You just have to cut those people out. If you have something, a lot of people just straight up want what you have. Whether it's your money, your status, your woman. And the biggest test is loyalty. That is the most important attribute to have, is loyalty. You know, like everything else, like you can find, it's like, it's always loyalty that is in painfully short supply. So, you pipe down your old homie's ex back in the day. That's crazy. You're telling on yourself like that. Depends on how close friends you are. Maybe he wasn't that close to you, but still, I would avoid it. I would avoid it. And of course it depends on, like, you know, who broke up with whom. Like, okay, if like he dumped her, I still wouldn't do that. It's a big faux pas. But if like he broke up with him and he's like pretty torn up about it, and like you pipe her down and you're his best, like you're kind of a piece of shit, man, because you're just not loyal to your own friends. Like, I know people will say that's like based. It's not, dude. You know, like male friendships are already strained as it is. You know, everyone's like suspicious of each other nowadays, and like the other guy's like a latent homosexual or something. So it's like real friendships are so hard to come by. Do not fuck that up. It reflects poorly on you, but like that's your own friendship, and that's like a testament to your character. And if you're like doing that to people you consider friends, it's like, who's gonna want to be your friend? You'll only attract other like pieces of shit. Gotta be loyal, man. I know that's like not like the base take, you know, Chad does what Chad wants, Chad takes what Chad wants, but it's like, yeah, there's more to it than that, you know. Be loyal to your friends, because in life you will find so few people that are like actually your friends. For real. There are a lot of friends of opportunity, but like when push comes to shove, there are very few of the people that you might think are friends will actually come through for you. So identify those people and hold on to them, you know. Those are your real N-words, you know, your real homies, your real friends. If you can count the number of friends on more than one hand, count again. So. It was in school, bro was tweaking out on pills, so we were drifting apart anyways. Yeah. I mean, you guys probably weren't very tired anyway, but... Look, you know your situation better than anybody, but... I'm not gonna give you like a blanket condemnation. I don't know, like, you know the situation better. Yeah, oldest son has Tom's jawline. The middle son looks like mom's personal trainer. Tom is cooked. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just the genetic lottery, but it does not really look like Tom, that middle child. I don't know, bro. That's why you got it. You know, it's not enough to have all of it to be looks maxed, physique maxed, you know, status maxed, money maxed. That's not. You have to like choice max too. Choose a woman, a good woman, and that's hard nowadays. But you also just have to be on guard the entire time. Have a prenup, and just like. I don't know how to say this. Be willing to walk away. Be far more willing to walk away, like to ice your wife, than she is of you. You know, that's where you need leverage. And it sucks that you have to think about it this way, but you can't like get too excited. And you can love your wife and all that. I'm not saying don't love your wife, but it is like you got to understand that this is like a tale as old as time. It's. You know, almost be like a little more sociopathic, you know what I mean? And that's why it's important to make sure that you are the catch, you know, and that you know your worth and your value. There's like a lot of these hoes out there. There's only one fucking Tom Brady. So you do have to kind of be your biggest cheerleader in that regard. And as soon as you have a kid, it's tough. It's a lot harder, you know? As soon as you're married, and then as soon as you have a kid, it's tough. And so you really have to vet these hoes before you make that commitment. You have to do these little shit tests, you know, and like pay attention to like their mannerisms, especially like how they deal with like men hitting on them in public. You know what I mean? That's another good one. Like if she shuts that shit down immediately because she's with you, that's a good sign. But if she like entertains it, if there's a, you know, a flirtatious kind of, that's a red flag. You know? Anyway, that's enough of that. Find online friends. Yeah. Get into drifting, you will find all the cool dudes to friends with. Drifting, eh? Yeah, it's just, you know, you have to like, here's another thing to max. You do have to like personality max, you know? You want to be so, this is going to sound gay, but like you do kind of have to be like somebody that you would look up to as a kid, you know? Be dependable, be loyal. You know, you don't have to roll in the mud with everybody else. So, know what you're about. Indian hotel owners caught trafficking underage children across the southern border to work as prostitutes and slaves in their hotels. Omaha Metro into central Nebraska. Oh, lovely. Well, more. Yeah, yeah, harsh. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Oh, yes. Nah, you were here yesterday. Yeah, the horse drifting. Advanced techniques. Hey, I remember when Destiny was married. Remember when Destiny was married before she left him for like a weird looking twink? Remember that? Crazy.
You really wanted to.
I'm on a private jet, so the Wi-Fi is a little low.
Shut up, you fucking ugly bitch. You ugly whore bitch. Alright, I'm on a private jet.
Swipe was bad. She was pretty bad,
Like
not gonna lie.
Bird from the side.
Dude, horse girls. Okay. Okay, we don't need to talk about the horse girls. NXR Studios did Nick dirty in their thumbnail for their newest clip. Oh, I didn't see it. They use that one picture of him where he's like sitting there and he's like, and he just looks like, that one picture of him is rough. I'm not gonna lie. Even Nick said he hates it. You know, the one, I forgot which, he did an article, this was a few months ago, and they took a picture of him and I'm like, damn. Maybe they should use that picture from him from like 2017. Yeah, the New York Times article. Yeah, I remember that. I think that was. I think this is it, right? No, this isn't it. Oh, dude, the sign in. Fuck. Maybe it was from. Yeah, it's Reddit. This one. Yeah, they kind of did him dirty with that one. He looks like the stroke. Gal Gadot. Yeah. Even Nick was like, why did they use that picture? It's this right here. Bad angle, you know? Anyway. Nick gets enough shit as it is. We don't have to pile on. But I just thought that was fun. Like Nick talked about, he had a segment on his show. He was talking about that. And I'm like, dude. Anyway.
You malformed bitch. Fuck you.
Anyways, I'm gonna click here.
Nobody cares about your money. You're still a chopped ass hoe.
And I'm gonna go all time.
How about you spend that money
all
on
time.
surgery?
And I realized because I had
buy
the
my
website
course,
added
bitch
to
ass
my home
nigga.
screen. Okay.
Take that money and buy my course.
Yeah. I'm not lying about my income, and I would never. I have no reason to lie about my income.
Yeah, you do.
So here it is.
Because you're a fucking attention.
I wonder if like these Jewish pornographers are meeting with like these Jewish plastic surgeons on the weekend. And they're talking about how like they're getting all these like women to get these more and more ridiculous like plastic surgeries, BBLs now, like, and so I wonder if here's let's go conspiratard mode. What if they're like platforming Sophie Rain because she's like kind of chopped and has like very weird body proportions to get more people to go out and like get these weird plastic surgeries? I don't think she straight up made $100 million on OnlyFans. Maybe it's true. Maybe in totality with OnlyFans and any other deals she has. But something about that just feels kind of fake. I feel like they probably pumped money into her account as a big ad campaign for OnlyFans. They want more bitches to sign up for OnlyFans, more models, etc. Because, I want to be like, so I'm hotter than Sophie Rain. I could make more money than Sophie Rain. I wouldn't put it past him. This is fake. She's lying. Some other girls were exposing her and that's why she made this video. Oh, really? Yeah, well, whether it's like straight up fake or like they're manufacturing this, like OnlyFans is in on it or something. I have a hard time believing she made $100 million. I know there's a lot of gooners out there, but you're also competing in a market where there's like literally free shit out there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, if you pay for that shit, dude, you're cooked. It's over. It's like, I don't know how do people not like stop themselves from doing that? You want that shit on your bank statement? How do you not like self-awareness? That's so Raven moment, like see into the future. I feel like that is at that, like you get to that point, how do you not realize you have a problem, you know? when you're paying for shit that's free. That's crazy. Anyway, AI is going to kill OnlyFans. We are waiting on the Vatican to approve our AI clanker wives. Hopefully, Leo, if you can hear us, please, please. It's a fake website they created and told Rain to make this by her manager. It's good marketing. OnlyFans creators who refer new creators to the platform earn a commission of 5% of the referred creators' earnings for the first 12 months. Shit. Yeah, maybe this is one big ploy, huh?
Seeking thought. Buy the course, whore. Buy it.
This is the last video I made.
Bang!
This. I'm not lying about my income, and I'm gonna show you guys right here, right now.
I fucking hate that bitch. Actually,
so true. What is that thing? Ugh.
It is now 85 seconds to midnight. This is the closest the world has ever been to midnight.
Okay, that's cap. Are we just gonna forget the Cuban Missile Crisis? Okay. Oh, that's what you meant by nuggy. Oh, I forgot all about the nuggy. I thought you were talking about chicken. I naively thought you were talking about chicken nuggies. Yeah. Right. Yeah, the nuggets. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Of course. How could I forget? Yeah, Nuggy GF. Yeah. You have dementia. Don't gaslight me. I am the inventor of gaslighting. I know one guy who paid for OnlyFans and what he paid for later got leaked. Wasted 100. Ooh. Not even like business savvy, you know? Not even like resourceful, dude. Yeah, you shouldn't engage in any of that stuff, but like, dude. You know what I'm saying? It's like... people are not resourceful at all. Crazy. Do a little Google search. Hope Leo and Wells Fargo Leo. Okay. I'm gonna wear contacts from here right now. You guys are pissing me off. Fucking Wells Fargo. That's crazy. I gotta retire the glasses. I'm ascending. I'm done being a four-eyed freak. Yikes. Wait, is this... I signed up... Wait, I saw she was complaining about it, but she actually wrote an article about it. I signed up to, quote, in sickness and in health, but it's almost 2 weeks since he broke his hip, and my patience with my patient is wearing thin. Caring for my invalid husband Piers is the biggest test of our wedding vows. Invalid is crazy, bro. Calling your husband invalid, that's like another level. That's on another level. That's crazy. That's crazy. Invalid, bruh. Bedridden, even crippled. Invalid is like clinical levels of spiteful bitch. Invalid. Oh my goodness. That one hurts me. That one, like, I know Piers Morgan. I know Piers Morgan deserves this, but like, I almost feel bad for him. Your wife calls you invalid at your weakest point. Which is worse, Invalid Peers or Gazelle cheating on Tom? Well, Gazelle, right? We don't know how. I mean, let's be real. I mean, Celia Walden is probably cheating on Piers, but at least, yeah, no. Gazelle is way worse, actually, when you think about it, because Piers Morgan's like this effeminate, like fat retard. Tom Brady's like a 6'4", like Giga Chad, who's on top of the world, beloved by many. Piers Morgan is just like a fat, dumb, effeminate retard. Oof. And Tom Brady's like a household name. Never be a self-loathing person. I don't even know if he's self-loathing. It's just like he's pathetic. He's a pathetic human being. He's weak. Don't be weak. That's the lesson, man. If you're weak, your own woman's gonna just hate you. Yeah. Yeah, oh, just like you, Hippo. You should hire a Filipino nurse to assist her wallet until his hip heals. Yeah. Self-loathing jokes are the worst. It's one thing to be self-deprecating. That can give humility, but like actual self-loathing, there's a line that often gets crossed. One thing if you tell a joke at your own expense, that's, you know, somewhat admirable, but people will just like shit on themselves relentlessly. Like a lot of these liberal comics, that's all they do. Like these guys will just like, it's like, the fuck is wrong with you? All they do is they spend the whole set just shitting on themselves. Oh yeah, you know, I was like, you know, I was jerking off the other day and I had like 1,000 tabs open and I'm like, man, I'm just like, I suck. And it's like, okay, you know, it crosses a line somewhere and it just becomes distasteful, disgusting. Like, wow, this person really does hate themselves. They should probably kill themselves. Unironically in Minecraft, but for real. Funny how many men go after Nick, who go after Nick end up invalid peers, Dennis Prager. It's the Groiper curse. It's the Groiper curse. Because, you know, it's like a lot of the guys going after like Flav, it's not all of them, but a lot of them are just like sub 5s coping, you know? They see like a real human being speaking his mind, and a lot of guys can't take that because like they know maybe subconsciously that they've given that up. Any masculinity that they had, like they gave up, they conceded to their wives, and that they just totally fucking crushed it. They gobbled it up and crushed it, and now they're just like total simp pussies.
You will not find the corpse, because I have never
Red 5 minutes.
the body.
Why are your sensors up? What the hell is this? All external controls are turned off. The body's using its own power source.
Life has become more complex in the overwhelming sea of information. The advent of computers and the subsequent accumulation of incalculable data has given rise to a new system of memory and thought parallel to your own.
You know what I love about Red 5's edits is, you know, they don't feel derivative. There's real creativity here, you know? There's a uniqueness. There's a vision. A lot of like right wingers, it's all just so, the stuff they put out is just so like boring and derivative. It's very low frequency, you know? There's no original thought, no original effort. It's like it's striving to like be based, and it's like, okay, all right. You're glued to the screen. Come play with the boys. Or nice here. Okay, give me a minute here. Okay. I'm not gonna be on for too much. I'm not gonna be streaming for too much longer. Piers is just happy to have a hot wife. I don't think he cares if she cheats. His sons will look better without his genes. But then they're not really his sons, you know? So it's like, that's crazy because, you know, if he were like, let's just be objective here. Like, Piers Morgan is a very successful guy. Like, just think about how low the fucking bar is. There's not a lot of Piers Morgans in the world, but there are a lot of hot women. So it's like, your bitch is replaceable. 100%. If you're Piers Morgan, your bitch is replaceable. I guess he missed that memo. Like, she should be happy she's with him. A guy that is just like, has international success like that. Oh, whatever. Should we talk about Pokey turning 30 soon and you'll be ready to marry her? Oh yeah, Pokey. Pokey is like, she's hitting the wall, right? She's like turning 30 and she's like, remember she like put out that like, that short where she said she's like celibate now? Because she's waiting for marriage or whatever. Imagine, dude. Imagine wifing that up. Like, you don't even get Pokey in her prime and she's not even gonna put out. Like, that's crazy. That's cooked, man. Yeah, Pokey's cooked. She's not. She's gonna be in a very unhappy marriage if she gets one.
Car wash?
Mr. Suds, you finished yet? Can I go in now?
Are Tate Brothers finished? Nico killed the Tate Brothers. Yeah, man. The chat clip that put it on livestream fails. What? Clip what? What are we clipping? No, don't put it on livestream. Please don't. Yeah, I don't, dude. I think the Tate Brothers are. They should have just sailed off into the fucking sunset, man. Imagine Sneeko kills you. Sneeko kills your career. Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna come back from that. At least Andrew Tate. I don't think Tristan Tate has said anything, but that's. After that sorry boxing match, Tate got egg on his face. I like the way he went out though, you know. He did have a good message. It's better to like try and lose than to never try at all, but you're still lost, you know. I don't want to hate too much on the guy because he is, like I said, he's the man in the arena here. You know, he has come under a lot of attack for telling the truth, but you can't. You're gonna throw people under the bus like that? That is weak. Yeah, when push comes to shove, man, it's like he folded. Should have just bowed out, man. Should have just gotten on your yacht and sailed into the sunset. I don't know why you even bothered. I don't know. What is this? Who is this? I don't know what that is. $2 million worth of gold?
Away inside. These have been found by their current owners many years ago.
We found umpteen bars of gold bullion in a Iraqi tank.
What?
and restoring.
The gold has now been handed over to Northamptonshire Police for investigation.
I've had lots of abuse about it.
Are they gonna give it back? Wait. So this guy buys a tank
Well, this is the bottom side of the tank.
for 30K, and they found $2 million worth of gold in the tank. And he didn't really know what to do with it, so he gave it to the police. He says you can't exactly take 5 gold bars down to cash converters without questions being asked. So what? So what? Open a safety deposit box or something. I would take my fucking chances with the 5 fucking gold bars. Giving it to the police? It's yours. You bought it. You bought the tank. They're your... What are the fucking police gonna do? They're investigating? Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. Whatever, man. 2 sticks of RAM cost $1,000 because of this shit. I hope you guys don't need to buy a new computer anytime soon because these prices are fucking crazy. Blueberry will be the last man standing with a dedicated wife. Yeah, bro's happiness maxing. He's got the plan. He said, looks maxing, what's that? Anyway. You know, have you met my hot Brazilian wife, Lucille? He's got his... Yeah. In the end, Blueberry will be on top. He's got the happy chud aura, you know? That's something you can't looks max that, you know? I would never tell anybody about that gold you're off to Dubai. That's when his wife killed him, yeah. You go little by little, start gold plating shit. Your dog has gold armor now. Yeah, like the Oblivion DLC. Bro, if you can restore a tank, you can melt it down. UK police will never give it back. Yeah, that money's gone, bro. You fucked up. You should have just done literally anything else. Anything, like... Fuck, dude. Why would you... Whatever. Whatever, bro. At least you have a tank. You got that going for you. Is something bad gonna happen? What's gonna happen here? Should I like break her back or something? What the fuck did I just watch, bro? That's what I'm quite isn't here anymore. Low-key, you'd buy another tank with the gold. You'd probably buy a number of tanks with the gold. You bought a couple computers during the coup because I wasn't sure how it would go. Coof. The fuck is the coof? Can we speak English here? Low key, I'd buy another tank with the gold. Oh, I read that already. That's why Conquest. Yeah, I read all of those already. I'm retreading. Dementia. Dementia moment. We're actually just goy scrolling. We're actually just goy scrolling. What else is going on? What else is going on? And Nice, he wants me to go play some Tarkov. New video game donkey. 2020. Okay. Silver is up. Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought it was COVID. And I'm like, I don't know.
Guard is forever.
Welcome.
I just wanted to talk shit.
It is a game that will last forever. A game whose popularity will never fade. Unlike Concord, which shut down 2 weeks after it came out. This Concord
what the hell is that right here?
game whose popularity will...
That camel? What's going on there? The fuck? Supposed to be some tight pants.
never fade. Unlike Concord, which shut down 2 weeks after it came out. This Concord, nah. This High Guard, they already have a year-long plan for this game, so it's gonna be out for at least a month before they take this down. Listen, the problem with Concord was that it was $40.
Goldbrook 5K?
Gamers don't want to pay $40 for a super generic multiplayer shooter these days.
I'm about to buy a piece of land in Hawaii if it keeps going up like this. Nice, very good.
6 trillion copies, and that was $60 actually. The problem with Concord was simple. It was too much like Marvel, and it was too much like Overwatch. But then a month later, the biggest game was Marvel Rivals, which was just Overwatch with Marvel characters. So the problem with
Why did Concord shut down? Because it was dog shit. Nobody played it.
Concord was nobody likes Concord. With High Guard, they're messing up again. Internet already figured this out. High Guard is just Overwatch. See what they did? Except this Overwatch has horses, like paladins. Remember that is a game? And Overwatch 2 is a game too. Remember that is a game? But Jeff said this was gonna be really good.
I've played it, and after you see this, it is insanely fun to see, fun to play, as you saw in that trailer.
Okay, and he doesn't just say that about every game that comes out. Well, actually he does, though. He literally says that every game will be good.
What you're about to see is running completely in real time and Unreal. And I cannot wait to play it.
So let's play this High Guard and see why this game is so highly regarded before they take it down tomorrow. Whoa! High Guard episode 1? Wait, this is just episode 1?
Welcome to High Guard.
Welcome to Headwall. Let's get
I thought this was High Guard. Did I get the wrong game again? Is this a Concord scenario? Oh, let's check out the water. Let's check out how AAA this is. Oh, So no interaction whatsoever with the water at all. I don't have any kind of reflection in the water. I don't know what that white orb is. I don't know what that is going off of.
I'm Trader Flynn. Just call me Flynn. First step's just ahead. See what you're made of.
All right, Flynn.
Whoa, back later.
Wait, what happened? What is this?
Koala looks high as shit.
Wait, I want to shoot these birds. Can you shoot the birds? I don't know, man. I don't know about this High Guard, man. Could you shoot the birds in Concord? I could never install it, actually.
So once you're out there, you'll find good weapons.
Oh, sure, it's a Fortnite situation.
Watch it, buddy. I don't appreciate that.
No? It's high noon.
It's dangerous out there. Folks like us.
Yeah, waiting for the gold to silver ratio, about to get to about 40 to take half of your stack. Silver probably going to get to 20-1 eventually. Dollars falling. Not a good sign. Not a good sign, man. Not a good sign.
Let's see what power you've really got.
I think buying gold and silver is a good idea. Bitcoin probably too. I guess you could take a chance on certain stocks.
I'll meet you over there.
Okay.
That's the blue one.
But do not hold the dollar.
Are you sure? That's the red one.
Heads up, Warden. Sorry about this.
I love this part.
Hey!
Sorry about that one, mate.
Well, I did shoot this guy like 80 times already, so I guess.
Training complete. You have become one of the greatest high guard players and one of the best Concord players of all time.
Your connection to high guard has been lost.
Yes.
Welcome to High Guard.
No, they shut it down already.
My name is Boss Binka. I was one of the best Concord players. Now, the entire Concord community is migrating to this game. Literally hundreds of players. Condor? That's like Concord, kinda. Maybe I should be Condor.
Getting on my mount. Riding out.
It's good that she told me that, cause I'm playing with a blindfold on. Check out how good I am at games. I'm gonna snipe this guy while on a horse. Check this. Hold still. Hold still. I lost.
We've got baddies nearby.
Baddies, huh? You haven't even seen bad yet. Check out how bad I am at this stupid game. I can't hit anything.
Is that a turbo blast? Okay, I like that. A horse turbo blast. This is like a spinning brute that just spins in circles.
I gotta kill Jeff was right. Jeff was right about Mind's Eye.
I'm super good at this game, so that means the game is super good. Yeah, never mind. I'm going back to Concord.
No, wait, I can't.
Bad news.
We deleted high guard. Check this.
Bombs in. Here we go. Eyes up.
Oh!
Reloading. Picking up some baddies.
Oh no! Man, I'm so good at this. I love Jeff and High Guard and Discord. And I love Mind's Eye and Arc Raiders and Smeagol. Oh. Jeff, you just lost one of your biggest fans.
Are there Tugans? Is there a Tugans show?
There's Condor as a character.
All right.
March 19th, I'm playing Crimson Desert. March 19th, we're all playing Crimson Desert. We're all playing Crimson
You
Desert.
can only have 3 players on it once.
Secure.
I cannot wait for that game.
Please enable and restart game. What the fuck does that mean?
You gotta go into your BIOS.
Sounds like the old
I have to go to my
pervert
computer's
family guy.
BIOS.
Yeah, you gotta do something in the BIOS to start secure.
It's video game donkey.
Down on your BIOS.
No, is this a troll? Is this a troll that's
No,
happening
it's
to me?
real. Yeah, you gotta enable the high
Oh
guard.
my
setting.
God.
Just like look up how to enable secure boot and just follow the directions.
But it's different depending on what company makes your motherboard.
I don't know who makes my motherboard.
Might have been Jeff. Open your computer and there should be a chip on your motherboard. Just says high guard mode and switch that to high.
I'm reading a fucking manual on how I do this first.
Oh, you get war chest. It's like a Counter-Strike.
All right, I'm starting the training grounds.
The first one's on us. Welcome to high guard.
Welcome to High Guard.
All right, just do the training mode.
I already did. I already completed the training.
How'd you do that?
I'm already spending money.
You didn't even play a match yet.
I did. I played one match. Now I'm spending a ton of money. Beast Lord. Beast Lord. $1,800. Gotta go for it.
Mr. Beast?
Naked Beast Lord.
What is this, like a battle royale or?
It's like 3v3 Concord Strike.
No, don't get legendary skins. That sounds like a lot of money.
The horse bows, Flup. The horse bows. I gotta go for it. $100. $100.
That's 100 well spent. Not gonna lie.
I just went through the annals of my fucking computer and I don't know what I did. I think I did something really bad.
Wait, recommended? I'm gonna go against the grain and pick the King's Lair. That looks
That's
like
not
Tatooine.
recommended.
I don't care anymore.
Flup, you stopped caring a long time ago. The bad guys are called baddies.
Okay, baddie's here.
There's a baddie. Baddie by the street.
One down,
Baddie down. I'm dead.
Oh my god, goodie down.
Oh, baddie. That's a baddie. I'm moving in on this baddie. I'm out of the play area. I left the play area.
Yeah, this game looks so fun, man.
I'm turning from a goodie into a baddie. There's 3 different types of money. There's silver money, purple money, and then Keeley coin. Keeley coin gets you like the best
Jeff
stuff.
Keighley.
Ooh, just got a dwizzle kill.
Dude,
baby.
everybody's been clowning on Jeff Keighley because he hyped this fucking dog shit game up.
Jeff just sent me 7 Keeley coins in the mail. Oh, I shot him off the horse. I'm like a high guardian of the galaxy.
This is seeming like the game of the millennium.
It's like the best game that's coming out today.
Oh, I just guarded something way up high on the map. Can I get some coin, Jeff?
I have the shield breaker.
I got the Jeff Slayer.
My horse is shot. Flup, help.
Grenade out.
Flup, save me.
I'm guarding. What the fuck am I doing?
Did you not attend Jeff's lecture about this, Fluffy?
Why am I waving?
Why is your horse sliding like that too?
Oh, you're drifting.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's
Advanced
a good feature there.
horse
Jeff
drifting.
left it in there for us.
Paladin. It's like Paladins. Vanguard. It's like Vanguard and High Guard and Con Guard.
Jason, I don't like this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is the worst game I've ever played in my life.
Flop, it's still episode 1. Episode 2 is where Jeff unleashes the full power of the Keeley coin. That's when the game starts getting good. Flop, you were right. Jeff sucks.
Jeff, I trusted you.
This is a 60-hour shootout. Jeff Keeley is the Kojima of video games.
This is a piece of shit game. This is a piece of
No,
shit
wait.
game.
It's really good. It's actually really good.
I just got kicked.
It's because you keep talking crap on this game, Flip. Except I got kicked too. Jeff Keeley's a bitch.
This the best you got, Jeff Keeley? Jeff, I will lay down my life for Jeff.
Wait, I'm unlocking the battle sister.
Don't buy the battle
You
sister.
can't stop me, Flip.
Don't get the battle sister.
I'm getting it, Flip.
Don't.
Too late. Battle sister unlocked, Flip. Thanks, Jeff.
Laughing like that.
Thanks, Jeff.
I'm taking my money and saying thanks, Jeff. What the fuck is wrong?
Good job, Jeff, thanks.
Taking my fucking money and saying thanks, Jeff. Wait, look at this.
Till next
Turn
time.
around.
Best of luck.
We have a clan called Jeff Soldiers.
Jeff's Army.
Keeley's Angels.
I hate Fenty Fez.
Oh my god, that should have been a kill. I should have been promoted to top Jeff. The game just said I'm a bad bitch. What does that mean?
High guard, high guard, high guard, high guard, high guard, high guard, high guard.
Killed him.
High guard, high guard, high guard.
Killed him. Good kill, good game. Check this out. Zipline gun. I broke every bone in my body. I should have never tried to have fun in high guard.
This game is literally the worst piece of shit I've ever played in my life. Not gonna lie.
What would you give it out of 10?
9. 9.5.
Dude, I'm glad Donkey played it, so I was never gonna play that fucking game. Let's be real. I was never gonna touch that game in a million years. Oh yeah. Tyler Liviera did another video on Indians. I think I'll save that for another day. I don't think. I don't do we want to watch? Do we want to watch this? Another expose. I don't think my stomach could handle it, to be honest. I don't know if... Fuck it. We need the content.
This is Brampton, Ontario. Where are you originally from?
I'm from India.
Did I pause it? Okay.
India. I mean, India. India.
I'm from Punjab.
From Punjab.
In Punjab.
Punjab.
Are you from Punjab?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Indians are generally a dirty people, but I think we might have the upper class of the Indians here because they don't seem to eat poo like they do back in their own country.
They're nice, yeah.
They're good people, actually.
We had one poop on a TTC bus just a couple weeks ago.
Why so many Punjabis here in Brampton?
It's like home.
One of the fastest growing cities in Canada, with over half the population foreign-born, Indians have rapidly mass migrated here, turning what was once a small farm town into an Indian immigrant headquarters.
You guys everywhere use like these things like everywhere India, right? In store, counter, restaurant.
Too much. Too much?
Bro.
Is Canada being used by some of these Indians as a migratory stepping stone on their way to sneak into the greatest country on earth?
Praying to God I don't get stabbed. Like 4 Sikh dudes patrolling the area. My smuggler's about to bring me across the border tonight or tomorrow.
I hired a human smuggler named Sidhu to see just how easy it is to illegally enter America once you get to Canada on, let's say, a student visa. But what did the native Canadians here think about the rapid Indianification of their town? I gotta say, guys, I love Indian food. We got all sorts of ethnic food out here.
Oh, that's great.
We're trying to get everyone's side on this Indian influx here.
This Indian influx is retarded, and I don't want to be in.
Okay. Have you seen any diploma mills yourself here?
W?
Sort of fake colleges out
Based
here in
Canadian?
Brampton?
I don't know. There seem to be a lot of colleges that I've never read. I don't
Fremont,
recognize the
California
names of.
2.0. It's so true. That's so true. Oh, that hits home.
Like there's Anderson College and Algoma College. I don't know what type of colleges they are. It's not Ryerson.
Are people spending their life savings to immigrate here to Canada? A lot of people coming all the way over here? Do you think most of the newcomers that come here have assimilated to Canadian culture?
No. They want their own country. That's bad. People who come to a new country should assimilate the values of that country first, or they shouldn't come here. They come for a better life and they come and mess up other people's lives? No. That's disgusting.
Yeah, my brother is.
At least he has the right idea.
Visit visa?
Yeah, I will go after 1 month.
And have you been visiting for 6 months?
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah, I will go next year. No, next month.
If you had to pick one place to live forever, where would you live? Punjab or Brampton?
Motherland, Punjab.
Is Brampton a friendly place?
Not like it used to be.
Okay. What happened?
Different cultures come in, they race around like they're in the Indy 500.
A lot of Hellcats out here.
And then the insurance rates go up. They get upset because people hit them in accidents. You know, people are just not as happy as they used to be.
I gotta say, for the most part, what's happened in Brampton is all the good white people have moved out. We got just kind of us poor white trash left over.
And is there a large Indian community here in Brampton?
Too much.
Too much?
Yeah.
What do you mean too much?
You guys ever use like these things like
Yeah, dude. Even other Indians don't want to be around Indian. Like, dude, it's just like, bro, get them out, man.
Yeah, like in store, counter, restaurant.
Not just Indian, it's all culture here.
Why is the area so popular for Indians here?
He called himself white trash. Yeah, don't talk to yourself like that, Kane. But it's probably not wrong, you know, like all the rich white people left. All the ones that can afford to not be around Indians got away from the Indians. So, yeah, bro, it's like, is there anything sadder than a self-aware Indian? It's like, I do feel bad. I do feel bad, but you just can't live here, bro.
I don't know. When I came here, I didn't like it that much, but it's cheap.
I'm not 100% certain, but a lot of people say it's because the airport's right there.
Okay. Have you noticed any big demographic changes here in Brampton?
Yes.
What have you seen?
Oh, I can't be specific.
Why not?
Because I'm a city worker.
Okay.
They're okay, but we're in our place. So many like students. They're in a house, and they don't bother me though. But
nice people.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're nice. Yeah.
They're good people, actually. Being a good community, besides, you know, a few other things happening.
Let's play a game called How Many White Employees Work in This Tim Hortons? The answer was 0. Do you feel like a stranger in your own country here in Brampton?
Absolutely. I'm just very grateful though
Bro,
that they're in.
the fucking statues, man.
The answer was 0. Do you feel like a stranger in your own country here in Brampton?
Anyone going to explain the blues? What is there to explain? I feel like it's self-explanatory. It's part of the temple.
Absolutely. I'm just very grateful though that they're Indians. The Indians are generally a dirty people, but I think we might have the upper class of the Indians here because they don't seem to be eating poo like they do back in their own country. We had one poop on a TTC bus just a couple weeks ago, but for the most part, they seem to be the cleaner ones.
Are they social with you guys?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I work for them. I have contracts with the buildings.
Okay.
A lot of it.
So if you were to walk into one of their stores as a white guy, how would that experience
Is
be?
that Texas, bro? It might as well be. I swear, man, it's always like these liberals that live in like 90% white neighborhoods that talk about how great diversity is. And then they gaslight themselves. Whenever they have like these negative encounters with like, you know, certain minorities, they'll just gaslight themselves. You know, we just have to educate them. We just have to educate them on, you know, how not to eat poop or, you know, how to not scam people. Oh, it's okay because they need the money. Dude, my cortisol levels spiking. Cortisol levels are increasing watching this. Look up the contractors' videos that go do work for them, and they say they always get stiffed or lowballed by them. Oh, I believe it. I've heard stories. I've heard stories, like in-person stories of shit like that. Looking up Hiking on the Highway 401. Oh my gosh.
Well, I have been discriminated where I've been waiting in line at a butcher shop. The person behind me got served for me because she was ethnic. They just kind of ignored me.
Where are you from? Punjab? Punjab. Okay, so we're trying to ask why so many people from Punjab come here to Brampton.
Probably because this provides safe environment. We don't defeat any racism here.
I'm as racist as the next guy, but I'm just grateful for the Indians as opposed to the Muslims or the Africans. Like I know we got.
You don't have to negotiate against yourself like that. Well, at least they're not Muslims. It's like, well, oh, look. God bless his optimism. I guess there is a silver lining in everything. Oh, that's a kill from India. George and you found an LEDX each. You're missing out. It doesn't sound like the raids are going well. It doesn't sound like the raids are going well. Canada is cooked. Yeah, dude, this is spiking my fucking cortisol. This is spiking my fucking cortisol watching, man. Oh my goodness. He's part of the problem. I mean, he seems pretty... Look. He's probably not part of the problem. I can't imagine. If you presented the option to this guy, from what it sounds like, he would rather not have any of these Indians there. He's just trying to find a silver lining. Let him cope, man. Let him cope. If I'm going to be raped, at least it's not a Muslim. Yeah, well, at least like Muslims tend to be a little bit stronger than Indians. You know, Indians. The average Indian man has like a weaker grip strength than a white teenage woman. Did you know that? Like a 16-year-old white girl has a stronger grip strength than the average Indian man. Did you know that? Did you know that? I'm educating you guys. Yeah, the cope is off the scale. He's part of the problem. I'm trying to find a positive. You gotta keep it fucking positive, MGO. Gotta stay fucking positive, okay? Be fucking positive. You're not being very positive right now.
We got a lot of African immigrants, refugees in our homeless shelter, and I feel bad for the homeless in Brampton because they're out here on the streets living in tents because it's too dangerous to be in our shelters.
Oh, so they're afraid to live in the shelters.
And it's like, dude, like, yeah, like if it's like, do you want like a cannibal, like 60 IQ, like West African, or do you want like a 70 IQ poo eater from India? You know, that's a tough one, but I guess you would have to go with the Indian. I mean, at least the Indian's not gonna like crack your skull open looking for gold nuggets and like eat your brain, you know? So there's that. Why are Indians so weak? WEAK. Genetics and poor diet. We've been boxing fans for several decades. I think I can't think of any good Indian boxers. Dude, there's like no good Indian athletes either. They have like no gold medals from the Olympics. Oh, and I think Nick is going live. Trump's total surrender on mass deportations after the killing of Alex Preddy. Yeah, pathetic. We have blueberry. Canada has a pumpkin. True. Well, okay, it looks like Nick's going live. We'll finish this video tomorrow then. We're running out of time. So, anyway, take it easy, everybody. Nick is going live, so.
The Canary mission is not alone. Palantir, another company close.
Nick is going live. I'm going to go play some Tarkov for a little bit. Croatia has more gold medals than India, and India has been in the Olympics a lot longer. And India has 1.5 billion people. Like, just think about that. Yeah, smash the like button. Share the stream with your friends. Follow me on Twitter. Follow all my socials. Leave a comment. Leave a fucking comment. Can you guys leave a comment? Oh my gosh. Hit the like button. I'll know if you don't. And yeah. Anyways, take it easy, guys. I'm gonna get out of here. And we'll finish that video tomorrow. All right, later.